Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here with Matthew and Fanta to talk about episode 7 of the challenge, season 41. And we got Matthew with his, I guess, fan favorite. Is this already his MVP for the episode? Leo as his background. What's going on, Matthew?
I mean, I love Leo. I was super excited in the preseason to see him. And he has not disappointed. And I mean, justice for Leo, because he should have won MVP last week, but I wasn't here to vouch for him. So
even if you were in the comments and you gave a throw in, we probably would have considered it. But
yeah, unfortunately, I had no power last week, so I couldn't even be in the comments. But Leo, 2 weeks running now, where he's dominated in the daily and is either making or trying to make moves, and that's about all you can ask for from a rookie. So,
well, the one thing he's not providing is no hookups yet. I thought, but it doesn't seem like he has a girlfriend.
I think he has a girlfriend in present time, at least.
Because he said something in the episode about our people back home will get the ick. It was him, right?
I don't remember.
He said something about if we do shitty on the challenge, our people back home will get the ick. So
he said that to Tay. Right?
Tay has a boyfriend then, I guess. And Fanta, you're here with all thoughts about the episode. Where's your background?
Well, I need to start doing this. I don't want to bite Matt's style, but I'm starting to think about that as I watch the episode. But this episode I was cackling the whole time. There were so many moments that I was just like, this is giving it for me. And I was surprisingly rooting for Tay.
Well, I was rooting for Izzy because she's on my draft team, but I was rooting for Tay more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was rooting for Tay. That's wild. Izzy,
I know, never in a million years.
What's that? Grace. What a fall from grace with Izzy. I think she was my number one pick, right? She was so strong going up that mountain, and then she just became so and then she was making out with Rogan. She had so much promise.
She had such a strong start.
It really was a quick fall for her. She those first 2 episodes, she looked like a star, and then she kind of just fell into Olivia as one of Olivia's sidekicks. So she definitely was not bringing it as much. I was kind of cheering for Izzy, though, still. I feel like Izzy has at least shown a little bit more personality than Tay. And, kudos to Tay for winning 2 eliminations, which is obviously impressive. But I feel like there's still a little bit more potential drama-wise with Izzy than with Tay.
Yeah, I find that I agree with Dabu here that Izzy being Olivia's minion is annoying. That's kind of the reason why I'm just not rooting for her that much. She is messier. She is providing a little bit more than Tay is, obviously, in the entertainment department. But I do like the idea. I think it was Michaela that was saying at the end of the episode, where it's let's use Tay to take out all the people that we don't want, all of Olivia's minions. So I'm okay.
So Tay is the Horacio of season 41.
Maybe. Is there anything that Tay can't do at this point?
I mean, she didn't do too great in those puzzles today.
Yeah,
that's true. There is something that Tay can't do. Puzzles. I love at the beginning of the episode how Olivia is just ripping into Leo. She has a lot of what's the word I want to use for her? She's a pretty big ego this season. Why? Is it because she trained and she's the number one female in the season so far? Is that why?
I think because she trained, and I think it's just every few seasons, people are this is my season, and they're just full force ahead, and if anything gets in their way, then they kind of just lose it.
This is her season. I guess it is, actually. She does have a lot of control so far. We see Michaela at the... Oh, go ahead. You're gonna say
No,
something?
that's all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michaela, Aviv, Nany, and Ashley are all talking about Olivia's cardio in the final. And Ashley had a very strong episode, I would say, in her entertainment. Like, she had some really funny confessionals. The fact that she's laughing about, like, we gotta get Olivia out of here. I can't run up a mountain again. And you know this final's gonna be running up a stupid mountain. Like, I was laughing with Ashley. Like, she was very likable this episode.
Oh, that's like 90% of me laughing was Ashley this episode.
You too, Matthew, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was a great moment with Ashley and Nany, and I agree with what Ashley had said later in the episode. It is nice to see them actually working together because we know they're friends, but we don't always see them together on the show. And they've done a bunch of seasons together, but it is a fun dynamic. And I mean, Ashley and Nany both had really strong, fun episodes. So I do like to see these two together. And if we're not going to get Amanda or Shane with Ashley, I am liking what we're seeing with Nany and Ashley's relationship.
A messy Nany?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be embarrassed to ask this, but I just need to fully know where the reference come from with Thanos. Okay, I know like Infinity Stones, Thanos, but like where is it actually from? Is it from a cartoon? Is it from a superhero? Like, can you someone please give me the breakdown of who Thanos is? Because it's something that I haven't watched clearly.
Isn't it Avengers?
Is it Avengers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like Thanos is like the final boss guy.
Okay.
I'm not a Marvel girly.
Yeah, so basically
Not.
Avengers Infinity War, which is the second to last of the main Avengers. Thanos, who is the bad guy, collected these stones that made a portion of the universe disappear. And then he gained all this power. And then in Endgame, the whole premise was to end Thanos once and for all and get all those people back. So the Infinity Stones is what needed to be collected in order to gain like the ultimate power.
Oh, power.
That was what Thanos needed to gain the power. And then I think in Endgame, they had to destroy the Infinity Stones.
Okay, thank you, Matthew. Because I'm like,
what Matt
I
said.
could be a little bit off. I might be a little bit off. It's been like a really long time. I mean, it's been almost 10 years now. But if I'm a little bit off, apologies. But that's the gist of it, I think.
Yeah, well, I understand. I just didn't like know where it came from. I just hear the reference so many times, and I'm like, okay, I just had to ask right now. Like, I could have obviously looked it up, but it's also maybe we're educating people. Maybe other people did not know and were afraid to ask too. Okay. Congratulations on Brad on his engagement. True. Do we know who he's marrying?
I had no idea. Who
idea.
it was. I saw the video, but
yeah, I saw the video too. Did you also see this that Jenny wants to come back?
Great.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like didn't she retired?
Did she say that she retired?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. So Danica is continuing on here where Thanos collected the stones into a glove, snapped his fingers, and half the universe vaporized. Oh, okay. Jenny for All Stars? No, sorry. Like, no, she's too good for All Stars, to be honest. Like, she's just she's too physical. She has to stay on the main show if she's coming back, but she's just a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think we're going to get Nerys and Horacio on All Stars because I heard All Stars is going to be X's. So it seems like everything is timed a little bit nicely for that.
I also read that All Stars is they're like going back more to an OG theme.
Yeah, I thought what they meant by that was like an old theme, like an actual theme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that's
that
why I thought
sense.
that's why people were speculating X's, and they said like someone that they've been trying to get for a while is open to doing it now, and they want to use like one of those old school themes, like similar to Rivals. So people are speculating X's. I don't know if I have. As much as I would love it, I just don't see them going like all OGs after last season. Like it would be weird to go from what last season was back to only OGs, even though we would love it. But
yeah, I don't think they'll give us what we want. But I won't mind if it's just X's in general. Then I even if there's Era 4 people on it, whatever. But if it's
I would love to see Amanda with Fessy if that's the case, because then Amanda could actually do some damage.
God.
Wow, what if like Amanda got a win with Fessy? That would be crazy. That would be a fun season. Yes, Dabu, Horacio, and Nerys. I saw the shredded paper of their picture together, and so I guess they're done. So you think so? When are they supposed to film All Stars?
It was supposed to be in the next couple months, but it got pushed back to January because February, sometime in the new year, because of all the shit that's happening with Paramount right now. So everything kind of got pushed back a little.
Sorry, what's happening with Paramount?
Just like layoffs and a lot of stuff in flux right now.
The Big Brother twist, so everybody canceled the live feeds.
Yeah, they just lost all their money because nobody wants to watch Big Brother anymore.
Like you're not watching it right now, right, Fanta?
No, Big Brother is like
had a terrible twist that just like definitely ruined the entire season, and like it makes me contemplate ever watch again. Yeah,
I saw your Big Brother funeral gear
Rob.
for Rob has a podcast.
Yes, it was a sad day. I was so bad. Like we were so bad, which is fun. Danica says my New Year's resolution was to watch the Marvel movies in order for no reason other than I saw a YouTube completion of a ton of funny clips. I'm not a comic book person, but it was enjoyable. Okay, it's actually got on my list too, like to watch all of them. But I don't know if I want to. All right, I don't know. We'll see.
I did that like during COVID, and some of them are just so boring.
So boring.
Some of them, like there are some really good ones, and then some of them are just not worth it.
Yeah, there's a few like superhero things that I hate to like watch. I haven't watched yet. Okay, well, Jake and Leo are talking, and Leo says that he's becoming Thanos in the game. Then we see Nany and Will cuddling, and Dee thinks this might be a bad idea. And Matthew, are you thinking this was a bad idea?
Maybe for her, but not for me. I was here for it, so I'm glad Dee didn't do too much to prevent it.
Do you think
but
Dee's
also,
jealous?
okay,
go ahead.
This is a thing that I remembered. Nany has like a history of hooking up with like messy people in general, but like specifically like messy men. And she's never like shaken by what the group consensus is about a certain person. Like she's just like, whatever, and we'll hook, which I love her for that. But don't you remember when Hunter was like insane, War of the Worlds 1, and she was like hooking up with him, and everyone was like,
I literally forgot about this.
That's probably why her
like,
and Ashley didn't like work together before too.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh. So I'm just like, I really forgot about that.
Yeah, it just like hit me today. I was like, oh my God, this is kind of like Hunter 2.0.
He does kind of give Hunter, to be honest.
He gives Hunter even maybe a little bit of Johnny Riley. Like, it's very, very
oh my God, funny. Yes. There's a list. There's a list. Messy men.
I feel like Johnny Riley was more like goofy, and then Will and Hunter are more like aggro. But there are like similarities appearance-wise for sure.
Well, we get to the daily, and it's going to be the Challenge Grand Prix. Drive me crazy. I actually liked this this daily. I mean, it was a little bit long as usual, but basically they had to take turns like going around the track 5 times, and in each round they have to solve a puzzle. The puzzles, as we learn, get more difficult each round, which Ashley definitely let us know that Theo is a dum-dum and didn't really realize that they were going to be getting harder and harder. But yeah, so they're gonna be switching solving and driving each round, and they have 5 minutes to solve the puzzle. If they don't solve the puzzle, they do have to go around 5 more times. Did we like this daily, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought it was
I thought it
something
was fun.
different.
I was. Go ahead, Matt.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I thought it was something different, and it was pretty funny too. I mean, obviously we touched on the Ashley of it all, but I thought America and Izzy were funny here as well. So the fact that there was some like fun moments and then a different skill sets, and puzzles are always the equalizer. So I thought this was solid, and it wasn't like the puzzles weren't something that you couldn't really follow along with. So I like those for the most part.
Are you allowed to drive a go-kart without a driver's license?
I'm
I'm just asking.
I feel like
It's so funny. Every single, because they don't check that if you go to the like go-karting, whatever.
They don't?
But I feel like every single episode, America's like, I can't swim. I can't drive.
I don't like heights.
Which is fine. It's just wild to me. Like, I don't drive, like I haven't driven in forever, but I've had my license for like 25 years. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy to never been a driver before, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I guess she must always have lived downtown or whatever. Or maybe she's always had like Ubers in her life. But like, I remember in high school, I would drive my mom to work so I could have her car for the day. And like, you know, having one of those Pearlie's map books where if I needed to find directions, I'd open up like a map book and like find it. Yeah. Those days. So yes, it's wild to me that she's never driven anything before.
I know. I'm curious of like, what's the next thing?
Well, definitely she wouldn't do well in the Amazing Race because like can't drive stick, then I'm sure. Yeah, maybe that's why they didn't end up getting on the season. Oh no, they were doing with his brother. Never mind. Corey ended up doing it, was like in the running for it with his brother for that Amazing Race Big Brother season. But not America. Probably because she can't drive stick. I also thought that it was very funny, poor CT calling himself Bowser from Mario Kart because he's just so heavy that he's slowly putting around this track. Very funny.
Yeah, you never pick Bowser.
Never. What's your go-to pick?
My go-to pick is Funky Kong. It's got a little bit of weight. This is like the newer Mario Kart. Yeah, it's got a little bit of weight. Or if it's like older version, Waluigi all day.
Okay. I mean, I've definitely like won with all of them, but I like, like a princess. And sometimes if I want to be a little bit erratic, Yoshi.
Those are good. Yeah.
Thoughts?
I'm not a carts player. I play Mario Party and Super Smash Bros. And in Mario Party, I play Mario Party 2 on N64, and I am always Yoshi. And then if I play Super Smash Bros, I will play annoyingly as Kirby because he can do the block hit. Is Kirby a he or a she?
I think a he.
A he?
But
okay.
An entity? I don't know.
Yeah. So I do Kirby for Smash Bros and Yoshi for Party.
I love a Yoshi. I do. So hitting the apex was the word puzzle for the first thing. That seems like a hard sentence. Like, I don't know if I would think of the word apex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm surprised so many people got it so quickly.
So easily hitting the apex. Wait, and did we know that Theo was a go-karting champion in 2014?
No.
Who knew?
We were like, what? Oh, okay.
He's good at something this season, and then he like completely chefs it.
Yeah.
What else happened? Theo can't do a block puzzle, and Ashley is starting to spin out. You're an idiot. You need the flat piece on the bottom. Like, what else? Like, it was just so funny. Matthew, are you gonna do like a reenactment for me of Ashley?
Some people online were saying that Theo was potentially throwing it, but there's no way because they didn't know if it was a male or female elim. So he just genuinely is so bad at like basically everything this season. He's honestly, he's very Olivia's putting in double time because she's carrying both of them through this game right now.
Definitely
100%.
carrying both of them through this game. Like, people are scared of Olivia, not him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What happened? So strange.
Theo can't do shit. War of the Worlds is a long time ago.
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
I think it's like a combination of things. Like one, like he obviously like his eye, like I'm sure that hurts with certain things. He also is a lot bigger. Like not that he's like overweight, but he has put on a lot of weight. I feel like in War of the Worlds, he was like tall and very skinny. So he was at least good with the running stuff. And now he's not really as good with that. And he just sucks at puzzles.
Just sucks at puzzle, but like there's a bit of a logic beside, like she's like it has to be straight, like he's like putting things up like crookedly and you're just like it's obviously incorrect, like staring at it like like it's not right. Make it fit. Anyways, it's like a 7-piece puzzle, like got a Caitlin Herman moment all over again. Basically. Gabe, gigantic Gabe. He's what, like 6'6" or 6'8"? He's been partnered with Aviv. And so they've been leaving his go-kart like Aviv's size to fit like the steering wheel. Very funny because he definitely looked oversized for that little go-kart.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Incredible when he's in that little car.
Yeah.
And he can barely fit. He's like squeezed in it. But yeah, that was funny. He could barely reach the brakes or the gas.
Then we got to see the flames of Satan coming out of Ashley. Just like yeah, I was definitely loving all the graphics that were being used, especially this part of the episode.
I mean, the MVP for the women is going to be super tough this episode. It's like a 2-woman race for sure. It's going to be, it might get heated. We might have to go to the audience.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
Because I already know.
I know what I'm picking, but...
I know who I'm picking, but I guess we're fighting tonight.
Ashley is the new Satan. Amanda, you've been replaced. So Amanda's the devil.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. I was shocked that Ashley didn't get out of the go-kart.
Like, and maybe she's not allowed to help in that way.
Just be like screaming. She was like, it looked like she was ready to. It was very funny.
Yeah, she's like, poor thing. The fourth puzzle, stumping everybody. I was trying to figure out like what the solve was, and so basically all like the inner piece had to match all the like. How do I explain it? So like how there was like 6 different hexagons. I think it was a hexagon or whatever hexagons was I say. Then the middle piece had to have like matching colors to the middle side of each of the outer hexagons. So not really that hard, but nobody could seem to get it, including CT. CT was there pretty early and, he timed out. And what's her name? Aneesa had to go around the track. Was it Aneesa? Yeah. Yeah, the fourth puzzle is where I started to get a little annoyed because that's where it just started to get very long. And then we're just watching like, oh, they're going around again. And then it's like, all right, well, we can't really figure it out from home, this fourth puzzle, but we're just watching them redo it and then drive again. And it's like, all right, well, now it's going on like 5 minutes too long here. So I liked it kind of up until the fourth part. Yeah, they could have just like maybe sped that up or like just do a compilation and like just make that a quick moment. But who would have thought that Nany and your boy Leo were going to be the only one that completes that puzzle, and in turn they become the winners of this daily. Pretty impressive that he was the only one that was able to complete it.
Yeah, because I did not think that he would. I was like, oh, like Leo is just all talk, blah, blah, blah. And then he pulled that out, and I was like, okay, he's well rounded. He likes to take big shots. I'm coming around the corner with Leo.
I don't know if he did, because I think that TJ said that he was the only one that completed it.
Yeah, I think CT timed out.
Or he completed
he
it
got to
right before the like right after it timed out, kind of thing, right? Maybe.
Yeah, because he got to the puzzle before, like well before. They were in first for so long, but I don't think that anybody but Leo completed it.
According to the rules.
I could be wrong, but
all right. So second place though does end up being CT and Aneesa. Who knew? Like they're so oh my god, CT was kind of funny, but I don't know if I want him to embrace like this fat version of him, because like I just want him to get back into his regular skin, you know? But he definitely was poking fun of himself, like getting into the suit and being chubby CT. But he was happy to be partnered with Aneesa, because Aneesa's, I guess, good at puzzles. Oh, and she's she got her go-karting certification.
NASCAR. She got her NASCAR certification when she was 20.
What is that?
And I was like,
you know?
and this helps you how? I guess she just wanted to say that, but I was like,
do you know what it probably was? Like a defensive driving course, like offered by NASCAR or something, right? Maybe.
I don't know, but that would be very funny.
I would take a defensive driving course.
I'm looking it up.
What does it say?
It's a good thing Jordan wasn't on this season, because he would have really dominated this challenge.
He recently just got second in like a race, like a big race too. So
yeah, this one would have been over in like 4 minutes if Jordan was there.
Do you think he would have done all the puzzles?
Well, he would have. I mean, Jordan's good at everything. It's kind of annoying, but I guess it would have depended on who his partner was, because the partners had to do too. But Jordan would have crushed this.
Yeah, well, obviously he's a professional race car driver. Yes, Alexis also thought about Jordan for this one. Third place is Derrick C and America. I think I'm impressed that America did that well, because she's good at puzzles, so she didn't have to go around the track any extra times. But considering she doesn't know how to drive, that's pretty good. Go America. Fourth place is Izzy and Will. Fifth, Aviv and Gabe. Sixth, Michaela and Justin. Seventh, Derrick and Sydney. Eighth, Nany and Cedric. Ninth, Turbo and Dee. 10th, Olivia and Jake. Ugh. 11th, Theo and Ashley. Ugh. And 12th place is Adrienne and Leroy. The last three teams were kind of pretty neck and neck for last. But Tay and Yeremi ended up being last place, because Tay really chuffed the puzzles. Yikes.
Yeah.
Poor Yeremi.
Yeah, and Yeremi had said, but he did a good job. Like, he finished his puzzles quick. He got around the track quick. So, I mean, we didn't know if it was going to be a male or female elimination. So Yeremi could have gotten some trouble there, but luckily the challenge gods did him a solid and threw Tay in, who probably deserved to go in.
Well, and
100%.
It seems like the format is like guy, girl, girl, guy, girl, girl. Just because with the hangnail situation, like that's the pattern that seems to be unfolding at this point. So yeah, we kind of had an idea that it was going to be a girls' elimination. So on the rookie bus, we hear that Tay wants a vet. She wants to take out a vet. I do like that they have the two buses, but did they show any of the threat bus or the vet bus?
I don't think we've seen that bus at all in any episode.
Oh, I guess not, huh? No, well, I guess wasn't Bananas eventually in some bus scenes in the beginning?
Yeah, I feel like there was one vet bus, but I think there was some threats on it. So we haven't seen like an exclusive vet bus.
Yeah, I want to see the vet bus.
I don't think.
So we get to the club zone. How do you feel about this, Fanta? Like any good dancers?
Oh my God. I have to say, like, what is that one like Fast Times at Ridgemont High quote where it's like Matthew McConaughey's like, I like the thing I love about high school girls is that they stay the same age. Like I keep getting older, they stay the same age. This makes me think of Aneesa. She's like throwing her ass up on like 20-year-olds at the club. And I'm just like, this is something that never like is never gonna change. Like I feel like she was doing this like over 10 years ago and she's like throwing her ass up at Corey and he was like in his 20s. So this is like our constant, but it's so funny to me because I'm like, yeah, like there's gonna be like another 5 years, and Aneesa's just gonna be up to the same shit.
Seriously, she definitely loves grinding up against the youngins. I guess all like the people her age is like, no. Like, could you imagine CT and like Aneesa getting it on?
No.
No. I wrote Ashley down, but then I didn't write anything about it. So what do you know what I was probably talking about with Ashley?
In the club scene?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ashley and Gabe were getting close in the club.
Oh, but she... like, okay.
Yeah. Ashley was having some fun. I think Tay was shaking it as well. So there was a few people getting a little loosey-goosey on the dance floor.
We do see that Olivia wants it to be Sydney. And like I know that Sydney is a very powerful, like confident player. And so I was very interested with the fact that Olivia was calling her out like so openly. Yeah. Do you want to have Sydney on your bad side? I don't know, but I thought she was playing a little bit risky considering she doesn't really have any power right now.
I mean, what I gathered from Olivia this episode is she's like floundering. Like she's just not really like she doesn't really have like, and I mean I know when you don't have the power it's difficult for you to strategize, but she's not strategizing at all and she's kind of like floundering. So this in the club scene and like after, she just really seemed like she was on her back foot.
Yeah, I can agree with that for sure. Sydney, Dee, and America are all talking. They think that Izzy should be the person that they're throwing in. And so then the three of them go over to Ashley, Nany, and Aviv. And I'm like, I like this little grouping together and like Leroy's adjacent there. I love them coming together with like a plan and like they're going to go to work. You're both smiling.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
It's a fun 6 and it's a really smart plan. And it's kind of like strategy you don't really expect on a show like The Challenge, where it's like very clear and just makes a lot of sense. Like, hey, the rookies will pitch John A, the vets will pitch Izzy. That way, like nobody's getting mad. Like the vets aren't going to get mad at the vet 3. Rookies aren't going to get mad at the rookie 3, but then we'll see where the votes go. I thought that was pretty flawless, and Leroy wasn't even there for it, but he gets looped in because he's Leroy. But yeah, that 6 is definitely a 6 that I'll be rooting for.
Rooting for the 6 for sure. I love it. I love that it's all women. I love it. It's like they're all smart, powerful, like willing to make moves, wanting to strategize. Like, yeah, it's like perfection.
Yeah.
Then we get back to the house. And it's dark, and we see Will very confused by the fact that Nany was in his bed. Like, just get in here. Something to say about this?
That just made me so happy to get some like cheeky trying to be secret hookups. And oh my God, waking up poor Cedric in his little silk bonnet. But oh my God, have we heard moaning like this before, or am I crazy?
It's been a while for sure.
Yeah, definitely been a while for moaning.
I was shook.
Yeah,
I could not believe that.
It was pretty crazy. I had to like double check to make sure we weren't on Paramount Plus. Yeah, that was like, that scene was so funny. You get like Aviv walking in, walking out.
And she'd be like,
I was
I think
dying.
she thought someone was hurt.
I was dying
Probably.
when Nany left the room, and she's like, "We're already caught anyways, so I'm just gonna come back." Oh my god, this was honestly, like, I'm sure Nany was probably pretty drunk that night, but this is like the Nany that we saw with Johnny Riley. Like, it has kind of been since then, since we've seen this Nany, and it was absolutely hilarious.
It was so funny. And then when she's getting questioned about it in her confessional, and they ask her how it was. And I thought of like, wait, is this a commercial, or is this like her, like, it was like fast trains and fire and a volcano and dancing on the beach. And
on the beach.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the editors get an A+ for this episode for sure.
That was so funny. And I was like, I also love that the producer was like, so how was it?
And she says, you don't even know? I'm like, really? I wouldn't think that Will would have been, maybe that great, considering that Dee didn't want to keep that going,
He's crazy. Of course it's great.
So do you think this is going to be a regular occurrence? Nope. You think it's just like one and done? No.
I think I don't think after this season for sure.
Oh no. Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to happen more through the season.
I think maybe like a couple, but I mean, like, is what Dee said an omen? Like, when she was like, she better like watch herself with him because he's so erratic and blah blah blah. Like, is that foreshadowing? I hope so, because we want the mess. But like, Nany's not gonna have patience for that. She's just here to have fun.
Same, he was like me. Yes, I thought it was a transition to the next scene, not the same confessional. No, like, I was just like, is this, because it was long too. Like, it wasn't just like one little thing. He just kept on going, and I'm like, I was confused for a second. Then when it came back to her confessional, and that's like her thoughts on how great this lovemaking session was. It was excellent work. I don't think they did her dirty. I think they did her great.
Oh, 100%.
The next morning, I loved also the vets making fun of Nany. Like, even Aneesa is like, imitating what position she was probably in, and she's just taking it like a champ. She's like, I don't even fucking care. It's like, it was fun. We do see that, unless we want to talk more about this moment, anything to add before I move on?
No, I think we can move on.
Yeah.
So Leo is talking with his crew about whether it's going to be Izzy or Johnny. Then we also see CT talking to, I think it was Olivia, saying Dee or Sydney. So CT is more so with Olivia this season rather than with like Leroy and company?
No, I don't think that's it. I think CT always kind of just tries to ride the middle, but CT had said like, well, ever since Leka left, like Dee and Sydney are like icing me out. It's like they blame him for Leka leaving. So he said like, I don't care to say their names because they're coming after me anyways, or they don't care for me. So I think CT was more just like, kind of like the Sandra Diaz twine. It's like anyone but me. And that is kind of how CT plays for the most part. So I feel like, I don't think he's with Olivia. I think he's just going where the wind blows, or whoever will take him.
Yeah. And I mean, he even said himself, like in that moment, he's like, it's all about numbers. And then he said it again in his talking head. It's all about numbers. Like, CT has just always kind of played that way.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, good point. Like, I forgot that he was mentioning the Dee and Sydney of it all being pissed at him. Well, he really shit the bed last week, and it sucks that she had to go home for him not be able to get up the ladder. So I understand. So we get to the nominations. We know that Leo and Nany are going to be they're safe, obviously, and they get to save a team, and they save Ashley and Theo, which Ashley was very happy about. They talk briefly about how they're happy to be working together instead of just being friends. And then we get the vote. So CT and Aneesa choose Dee and Turbo, and I was like, you're quick to like. I get saying D, but like CT, are you trying to make nice with Turbo? You just got in this big fight with him last week. You really want to make him mad again?
I feel like Turbo was like surly all episode. We didn't really get much from him until he called Derrick a jealous motherfucker.
I think it's because he didn't do well. I don't think he likes not doing well.
Yeah.
Like he was like 10th or so. He was really pretty low. Derrick and America choose Dee and Turbo. I mean, we know that's likely because Derrick is with Olivia. Turbo is pissed at Derrick about him being jealous. That's why he voted for him. Izzy and Will choose Nany and Cedric. So why is Nany catching strays? Just because she came in late? Like, is she not connecting with people? Because she's usually good at like getting, especially like the newbies to like her. You know,
I think there's two things, and one of the things is they were kind of they were kind of saying that during the episode where they were like, "Oh, we'll pick Jonna because she's 3 weeks late," and Jonna also kind of looks like she's on her back foot, and she's also communicated that as well. And she said, "I'm just trying to find my place in the game," which is interesting because it kind of begs the question of like, does she maybe not fit in as much with Olivia? Like she is really close with Derrick. But like, what's the kind of relationship with her and Olivia? She might not be as tight there. That's probably why she's like, I don't know where I am.
Right, because she's probably like, I don't really want to work with Olivia necessarily, but I want to work with Derrick. But Derrick is attached to that side of the house. And is she not friends with like the Nannys and the Ashleys of it all?
She's friends with Nany. It was interesting when they were talking in the club and they like pitched Jonna, because I thought Nany would have been like, no. But I think they're like good, but I don't know if they're like super tight. But I just think that like this game is so handled by, you know, kind of two different factions and some people in the middle. And Jonna is just like not really picking one of the larger factions of people.
Now, why do you think that Michaela and Justin stood up there and made me actually write down that they're going to say Nany and Cedric, because she kind of did a little misdirect there, being like Janae's name. I've been hearing Janae's name all around Janae, but I'm not going to vote for Janae. I'm going to vote for Izzy and Will. Just to be messy. What's her reasoning, Matthew?
I think, I do think Michaela has like some mess in her, and it's like controlled mess, and I think like part of it was just to misdirect. I have to imagine the plan was always to put in Izzy, but part of me when I was watching it was like, oh, did Michaela putting her vote on Izzy, because I think that was the first vote on Izzy, right?
Yes.
So part of me was thinking, like, did that cause all these other teams to vote for Izzy instead of Jonna? But I think more likely it was always going to be Izzy. But I think Michaela was just trying to kind of fuck with Izzy a little bit there.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
We know Michaela is definitely not working with the Olivia and Derrick side. Derrick has some pretty nasty things to say about Michaela.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like he's coming off way too aggressive with the things that he's saying about her, calling her the C word, calling her a bitch, like at live events. And it's very weird. And obviously they're not working together. I'm sure there's more to come, but something tells me Michaela is going to play a hand in Derrick's game coming to an end or something.
Maybe. But like, that's I don't know. I like Derrick, and then he does things like this, and I'm like, what is he doing? Is he just trying to become more relevant? Like, I don't know. To have such like a heated beef in public, it just seems so out of character for him. But now it's part of his character. I don't know. Gabe and Aviv chose Nany and Cedric. And then the rest are going to be for Izzy and Will. So that's from Derrick and Sydney, Nany and Cedric, Turbo and Dee. And so Will thinks that this is Dee's plan to get back at him, because if his partner loses, he's going to be going into or becoming the hangnail. Do you think that Dee cares?
No. Yeah, I loved Will. I'm really enjoying Will as like I would not want to be friends with him because he just like seems like such a loose cannon, but I'm enjoying him on the season as this like clueless, like kind of toxic alpha bro. When he says she just can't keep my name out of her mouth. It's like, dude, you were the one like freaking the fuck out.
It's
dying. Like
it seems like he was like, it's almost like he was like waiting for production to be like, it's almost like he was like, yeah, she can't keep my name out of her mouth. Right, production? Right? Has she been talking about me? Has she?
So Saeed says, I heard this from the Challenge Mania Arizona. Derrick C has a fan that has a C word referencing to Michaela. Tyson Apostle was there as well. I saw some tweets about this event, but I never actually looked into it. Matthew, did you look into what was going on at this the Challenge Mania event?
Yeah, but I definitely saw the clips. There was something in Arizona. I did see Tyson was there, but someone asked a question to Derrick and like, what's going on with Michaela? And he just had all these not nice words to say. And I mean, from everything we know about Michaela through 4 or 5 seasons of reality TV, she is like not like a nasty person by any means. I mean, she might be like classified as a villain in the Survivor terms, but certainly not a villain in real life. And I don't think warrants like all this hate that she's getting from Derrick.
Yeah, well, the worst thing that we've seen her do so far on this show is say that Nany is kind of a ditz. Like, that's the worst thing that we've seen so far.
Yeah,
maybe we've seen. Offended by that. Maybe.
And when I say she's a Survivor villain, like a Survivor villain would be an ultimate hero on the challenge. Like she's like not in the bottom. She's not in the top 80% of villains on the challenge. There's a lot worse. And I mean, we've seen these people over years do a lot worse than anything Michaela's ever done.
Exactly. She's blunt but truthful. Facts. There's also a few burn votes at the end here. So Olivia and Jake chooses Sydney and Derrick. Theo and Ashley chooses Aneesa and CT. And Adrienne and Leroy chooses Nany. Oh, not necessarily burn vote, Nany and Cedric. But Adrienne is pissed that the rookies went against the rookies. And like, okay, I get it that you're pissed because it's going to be one of your friends that are going in. So it's annoying, yes. But like, you're not working with the other rookies. So like, why would they just follow whatever plan that you wanted? Like, it's just it's naive.
Yeah, it is naive. It's very naive.
So it's going to be Izzy versus Tay in this elimination. And obviously leaving Will as a potential hangnail, which he's upset about. And Izzy's super upset after that. I can't believe you guys would put me against my best friend for this. My best friend. And like, and he's
that
like,
shit was,
yeah, it happens.
Yeah, like been there, done that. Nany's like, I had to go against my cousin once.
I had to go against my girlfriend. Like, he's like,
that shit was so funny because I love that moment because it was like, hello, you guys have all met each other 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, fine. Well, it's not fine, but like it happens. It's and of course they're gonna want to put you against, like they want to break up your numbers, girly. And Ashley was just like, shut up.
Yeah,
like,
didn't she say, she was like, have you guys like seen one episode of the show? Which was also very funny because you know that so many of those threats have not watched the show.
Yeah. Maybe the guys, some of the guys, but a lot of the girls probably have not.
No.
At all. So we get to the arena and it's going to be called pick it up again, I guess. Terrible name. And they basically have like this baskets with these contraptions where the ball will go down, and when there's a higher basket and it takes longer for the ball to get to the bottom. And then while the ball is going through the contraption, they have to stack 7 bricks on 7 pillars. There's quite a few pillars.
5.
5 columns. Correct. This was an okay elimination. Like, I didn't mind it.
I love this.
You loved it?
To me, it was kind of like Samotion on Survivor, but bigger and better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like Samotion, but instead of just waiting for the ball to drop, like you're actually having to do something over a little bit of longer period of time. So I thought this was really easy to follow. It ended up being not super close, which was unfortunate because Izzy kind of fucked up. But if it was closer, I think this would have been a really strong elimination.
When we walk into the arena and you hear Michaela being like, and this is exactly the type of elimination that I do not want to be in. Actually, probably would have been good at it. I think she didn't realize what it was. I think she probably would have been good at this elimination, even though it looked like it would be harder than it actually was. Could Izzy just not hear people screaming? Because why didn't she fix that damn pillar or like notice that it's like completely on an angle?
She was so frazzled. I was so surprised.
Yeah,
like she just, as soon as she started the elimination, her head was just spinning like 360. She was so frazzled. I think that was probably why.
But like, I don't know, if you want to be, if you're stacking something, you can kind of notice if it's leaning on an angle. And she still kept on going back and stacking, making it taller until eventually it all tipped over. And then she started to spiral even further. It was pretty sad to watch because like Tay just crushed it. She was consistent. I don't think she ever had any of her stacks fall. And like
and you could, you could see her like really like thinking, like she was very surgical about the whole thing. And when she would go and like throw the balls, like for every time she would do like a first set, like when she got the top ball and she had to go to the farthest podium, you could see her like counting. And that was like, she was like, okay, I'm doing my tester. And she like does her tester. And then once she's got it, then she would like go faster.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like shocked. I was like, oh, if only your confessionals and like everything else was like a little bit better, you'd be such a hot contender. But yeah, that was impressive.
And she has a partner back home. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why she's so boring, is that she's just trying to be respectful to her other relationships, you know? But yeah, she's a bit of a snooze. I enjoyed this elimination. They can bring this back or something similar fashion. I think anybody could do it and do it well. It's not like, I mean, obviously people that are better at basketball are going to be good, or people that are better at endurance are going to be better, but it's still something that everybody can feasibly do. And so I liked it too. So good job, producers. But Tay kills it. You could see Adrienne and Olivia like kind of looking scornfully at Izzy's performance. They definitely weren't happy about that. But Izzy is gone. But TJ does say that he really hopes to see her in the future. So were you expecting TJ to give her accolades here?
I was.
Yeah, I was too. I think we will see her again as well.
I'd be happy to see, like, I was ready for Izzy to go home this episode. I was like, I've just kind of had enough of the minion of it all. But I'm curious to see her on another season where Olivia isn't there, and maybe she'll just kind of have her head on her shoulders a little bit more about, because you could kind of see in her eyes, she was like, okay, like I get that how I played the game was not good. And you can kind of see her like, okay, I need to like figure this out. And then next time when I come back, I'll like have it figured out.
I've watched an episode, maybe.
I've watched just maybe a season or so just to kind of figure out like,
how this goes.
How it all goes.
So we do get the selection at the end of this episode. So Nany chooses Cedric. Leo chooses Olivia, which I think will be an interesting pairing. Do you think that they will do well, or do you think that they will flop?
That was so funny. I'm excited for that pairing.
The Love Island pair.
Ooh. Aneesa chooses Jake. Jake did talk this episode, right? I think he did talk.
Oh, Jake.
Oh.
That is one guy we will not see again after this season. Because I don't know anything about him. I didn't even realize he was from the UK until this episode.
Yeah. What did he say? Like, he said the only thing I feel like he said was like a response to Leo when he was talking about him feeling like he was Thanos. And he was just kind of like,
well, he was also talking to Olivia about, and Olivia was like, he's like, Leo better choose you, like you're his best friend, like he better save you. I don't know, maybe he didn't talk though, but he was in that scene.
I got the feeling this episode that Jake doesn't know what's going on in the game, because when people talk to him about strategy, he looks confused.
Maybe he doesn't understand an American English accent. Like, I don't know. I agree. I never liked him as a personality because like on his season of Love Island, I thought he was kind of like deplorable. And now he's boring as well. So yeah, he won't be coming back. Jake is the Fessy of the season, but Fessy at least is messy sometimes. And he also can be good at some things.
Yeah, no, I would not say Jake is Fessy. Jake is more Casey than Fessy.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, I don't even think he's as good though physically as Casey is. So
yeah,
no.
So
Fessy like gets a lot of hate, but Fessy does bring something to the show.
Yeah,
he's not
100%.
He's not the worst, and it's also better when he's not with like Josh, like when he's kind of by himself. He's not as bad. Bad.
Alexis, that's my fear as well. Because we know like Jake is with Leo, and Leo is obviously going to be a bigger target than Jake. So my worry is, I mean, it's not even a worry because he gets no confessionals. So if Jake goes far, we'll just get more confessionals from everyone else. Like I doubt like he's just going to suddenly become a star. So yeah,
I don't.
Who has Jake on their team? Let's see.
I think I do.
He's got
I
a
think
star.
Jake's mine.
Got a star. What were we gonna say?
I don't agree with. I don't think Jake is Joss. I think Joss gave us, like, Joss was wallpaper adjacent, but he was a better competitor, and he got
a little messy, right?
Confessionals.
He
did stuff. He hooked up with Amanda
and his partner. No, or were they just? Is that what? Wait, who? Oh, I'm mixing.
I think Joss's only hookup was Amanda.
He didn't hook up with Sylvia, and that's why they became like enemies or whatever.
No. Him and Sylvia became enemies because Joss took Brad over Sylvia in that eating challenge. So then Sylvia had to go into an elimination, and she was really pissed because she was the only person on that 3-person team that ate. And those two guys, they were just like, ooh, we don't want to eat. So she did everything, but then she went into the elimination. So that's why they became enemies. But he's only ever hooked up with Amanda.
Oh. That could be another. Oh, no, he's too boring. I was going to say another exes.
I'd rather Fessy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Because, like, but if he has a girlfriend, though, that will suck. Fessy's very boring when he's not single.
He does have a girlfriend right now.
Mm-hmm. He's a bore when he's not messy. Also, who else picked who? CT chooses Michaela. That could be a strong team, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's going to be a climbing challenge next week, which I know it looked like CT was at least attempting it, but I worry that he will struggle still.
Yeah.
Did you notice like Turbo being like, now you can climb CT?
Now that it's a guy's day, yeah.
Yeah. I was like calling him out. America chooses Gabe. Derrick chooses Aviv. Derrick C. Justin chooses Ashley. That was also fun how you did it, being like, I probably wasn't even born when you hang up your pom poms, but I'm choosing Ashley. She looks like people like her and like find her funny, and like even though she kind of berates them in challenges, like it looks like Justin likes her. Sydney chooses Yeremi. This could be the team to beat for the next episode. Derrick chooses Adrienne. John A chooses Turbo. Dee chooses Theo. And Leroy chooses Tay. They are a repeat couple. I don't know why they just wouldn't have allowed them to repeat couples, but maybe though, because then we do learn that the points do matter. And the reason for the points is that you're going to be able to pick your teammate for the rest of the season in the order of the points that you've received. And so maybe having an opportunity to try all the different partner combinations will help you make an informed decision. Do you think that that's what it is?
I just don't like, what are they going to do if it's not an even number of vets and new threats? Because like, or is it going to be anyone can be partners with anyone once they do this switch up?
That I don't know, and I was going to ask you guys the same thing.
I feel like it's going to be they can pick anyone.
I don't like that. That's my one problem with the format. It's just if they're going to do permanent partners, it should be one vet and one new threat. And I don't know what the numbers are looking like now. Maybe
with points.
There's no way for them to for vets versus new threats, but there's no way to guarantee that it's going to be even when they do this switch, unless they just wait for it to be even, or they let anyone be with anyone.
Didn't they say that we're even now? No, but we have like a vet team. Is it just a one vet team? Yeah, I think there's only so what, one person's gonna. Yeah, I don't know how they can make that work, but I guess it's gonna be someone at the bottom, likely.
Yeah.
Can they choose everyone? I don't know if they'll be able to choose everyone. I think they had to start with threats, like opposite, like, you know what I mean? And then
right now there's 13 vets and 12 rookies.
So maybe they're going to hope to get rid of a vet next week.
Yeah, but what if a rookie loses the daily and they're automatically in?
Well, I don't know.
Because then it would be 13 to 11, would make it even more complicated. So maybe they can't just be with anyone, which would really suck.
Dabu says similar to War of the Worlds 1, where towards the end just scrapped the vet rookie duo, went solo, meaning not going to be 50-50, undermines their theme. I think they have to keep in vets and new threats if it's like maybe, literally the theme this year.
Maybe when TJ said like it's going to change soon, he said he didn't give an exact time because he wants to wait for it to be, they want to wait for it to be even. That would be cool.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
Because we're not even halfway. Like, what episode was this today? 7?
There'll probably be 20 episodes.
We're so far off from that. Like, I think they're just gonna wait
until it just happens, and like once it happens is when they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But if it never happens,
or if it doesn't happen, then they do, like, they might just say like, we have to do a vet versus vets elimination. Or maybe there's a purge or something. They could do a purge, honestly, if they need to get rid of someone. It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens next week. If it evens out next week, I wonder if they switch the format next week.
Episode 8 and after that mid-season trailer could be released. So no, but there's going to be 20 episodes, you said? Maybe they'll try to get to 10 and then switch the format like halfway through the season.
Yeah. It's been a few weeks. Do you guys want to guess the top 3 performance points?
I kind of looked.
I looked.
Oh, you saw it?
Well, like only when Turbo says that like on the top of the leader, was that on the season or the trailer, or was that in the episode?
I don't know. I have this. Yeah, I have the season 1 here updated for today.
Okay, well, like we could, I don't know for sure, but like I could probably surmise what it is. But so top for the women, it must still be Olivia, I would assume.
Olivia's second with 28 points.
Okay, and is Michaela above her now?
Yeah, 38 points. Michaela's dominating. And then there's a three-way tie with 24 points between two women. This is just the women. The men will do after.
Third place, who's been doing kind of well? It can't be Aneesa.
I don't think you're...
Yeah, so Aneesa is one of the two with 24.
She's been doing okay, actually. And who's been doing kind of equal to her? I don't know. What do you think, Fanta?
Do you remember Fanta? It's a rookie.
Maybe Sydney?
Sydney was my guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the top 3/4 for the women. Jonna's in last, which is kind of unfair. She only has 1 point. Ashley and Dee, surprisingly second last with 11 points each. Then we have Nany with 12, Tay at 14, Adrienne at 21, and then Aviv in America at 22. So just behind the top 3. For the guys, kind of surprising. Do you guys know who the guys are?
Well, I'm assuming Turbo.
Turbo's actually 4th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So first, Leo must be up there. No,
Leo,
not first.
Surprisingly, is only at 19 points.
Oh, even having 2. Oh, so you just had 3 points before?
Yeah,
okay.
He had 3 points going into it.
It was Will, right?
Yeah, Will has 30, which is crazy because he hasn't won a daily, right? He's just been placing well.
Third, like for all of them, kind of thing.
Yeah. So Will's 30, and then there's someone with 26 and someone with 25.
Yeah, Cedric's a good guess here.
Yeah, Justin? Cedric 26. Justin's 23, so just behind.
So Turbo's 4th. So then you said top was... Oh, we still haven't cast the top yet?
No, Will is the top.
Okay,
You're
so
missing the 3rd place.
So it went Will, Cedric. Who's next? Is it somebody that I just don't remember?
It's pretty obvious.
CT?
No, CT has 21.
Oh, Yeremi. I forgot about him.
Yeah, Yeremi's 25.
Obviously, yeah.
So, yeah, Justin, 23. Derrick Chavez, 23. CT, 21. Leo, 19. And then there's a pretty big drop-off. Gabe has 13. Jake has 9. And Derrick, K, and Theo have 6.
Oh,
which is
my God.
Yeah.
When you see Derrick be like, oh my God, I'm at the bottom. Like, hopefully I could win this to get some points. So like I could choose a little bit better. It's like, even if you got 8 points, you're still at the bottom of like the leaderboard.
Yeah. It's been a disaster for, Derrick. We've said all this stuff about CT, but at least CT is in the upper middle. 6 is just crazy after 7 episodes.
Yikes. Who has the lowest other than Janae from the women?
Ashley and Dee have 11, so still 5 more than Derrick and Theo.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's so embarrassingly bad. And then we see in the next episode's preview that Theo is getting his knees checked out, and he's like has a swollen knee, and I'm like, oh my God, is he going to be like medevaced out? Is that how they get the vets numbers even?
Cruel.
Oh, you know what? That actually is not a horrible theory.
And we're like, I don't think you can compete anymore. We need to get these numbers even.
Yeah.
And we also hear it's going to be a pole wrestle next week. So underwhelming in that regard, but I guess it's a men's elimination for sure. Do you think it's going to be Theo in there?
I mean, that's something he would be good at. So if he went in that, I feel like he'd be good. I'd like to see Derrick K in a pole wrestle against Yeremi. I think that would be fun.
Well, Yeremi is not going to be in the bottom. Like, it's like climbing that thing and probably jumping and swimming somewhere. So
yeah, but if they if Derrick K is the bottom, and then
if Yeremi doesn't win outright, you mean?
Yeah, and then Yeremi gets like put in as the winner's target. I think that would be cool.
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, but just because he has the numbers of the 6, right? Like he's Jane and the Tarzan and the Janes still. So I don't think that he'll be thrown in.
Yeah, just trying to think of like fun pole wrestle matchups. Yeah, I guess it will be tough to get Yeremi in, and he is definitely not going to lose whatever this daily is.
Mm-hmm.
The people I'm looking at that could very easily lose are CT, Derrick K, and Theo, honestly.
Now, I do feel like we see CT in a pole wrestle in the preview, like the season preview. I feel, or like some sort of balls in, or some sort of like head-to-head combat.
How about CT versus Derrick K in a pole wrestle? That could be crazy.
He would demolish. He would break Derrick K. Like that.
CT's gonna gas out so quick, and I feel like Derrick could just hold on for dear life.
Like he's just flinging him around. Like I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't want that matchup. I'd be scared for Derrick.
Like Derrick beat Mark, and
really?
I don't know if Mark tried his hardest.
And he beat Joss. I mean, I know that was a million years ago, but
yeah, the Joss one. But that's what I mean. Like he just held on for long enough, then Joss gassed out. And
CT, I feel like could just fall on top of him, and he'll be winded.
CT is so fat, though.
No, he's like almost 300 pounds. I think they were saying.
Like, what did Leroy say? Not just one dad bod, but
3 dad bods chewing on cigarettes,
chewing on tobacco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like Danica is right here. Derrick's knee wouldn't make it against CT.
Would CT's knees make it against Derrick?
I know he's scrappy, but I just feel like size matters in this case. And like he's 3 of Derrick, and height wise, he's like 2 feet taller than him. I just can't. I know he'll last a long time, and he'll get beaten up, and he'll put in a valiant effort. But I do think that CT would crush him, actually. Like literally.
I think CT would either win immediately, or Derrick would gas him out and win. I don't think it would be like CT wins after 5 minutes. If it's going to go longer than 30 seconds, I don't think CT would win. But yeah, like how much does Mark Long weigh? He's got to be like 260.
But like, didn't he just give it to him? Like, was it that one or no?
Yeah, he was sick. I think he had some stomach bug or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that same thing that what's her name? Kellyanne had, right?
Kellyanne had, yeah. They both.
Yeah, there was some sort of bacterial thing going around. So yeah, I don't think Mark was 100%. Yeah, I don't know, maybe CT would crush him. I'd be fine with seeing Derrick K go home.
Oh, please! He's taking up a spot. Like
of those like vet guys, like the one that I am starting to like enjoy more on the show is Leroy.
Oh my god!
Even though he's
so funny, he was like giving me like old Leroy.
Yeah, Leroy is very funny, and I am liking this like idea of him just working with all the women, and he's like the lone dude on that side of the alliance or that side of the house. So Derrick K is just giving me nothing. Like honestly, like CT's not giving me that much. I wouldn't care if he went home.
One fight though.
Yeah, he had the turbo fight.
Well, he's not working with anybody that we like, I think is what the issue is. So he's not really.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't really seem to be taking much too seriously. And I like this episode. I was like, it's bad when your own vets are like coming after you for the shape that you're in. Like the fact that Leroy said that, I was like, okay, like I don't know. Leroy has like not won, but like he's kept in shape.
Yeah, definitely. So who's our MVP? We'll do the men first since it's the women that are going to be fight, right, Matthew? I'm assuming.
Yeah. I would say, Leo is definitely the MVP of this episode.
Yeah.
He gets it for the last 2 weeks. He's just, I know he didn't get his way. Like, he didn't get a vet in here, but the fact that he won 2 dailies in a row and he is like the 4-person for the rookies, I think he's having a really strong showing. So for the men, Leo, not Leroy, sorry.
I agree with Leo. We didn't give it to him last week, but I think that this definitely has earned him the MVP. He allowed Nany to have her way, which I think is good, with him like not necessarily being the vets, like that group of vets first target. And so I thought that was like, it could be smart for him, even though he's still coming for the vets. He doesn't necessarily have all the vets coming for him. So I think it's just like the Olivia side of the vets is potentially coming for him. So definitely think he's doing well. Okay, so for the ladies.
Nany is the MVP of this episode. Nany. She got a hookup. She won. She gave us old Nany.
She had Ashley did also have one of the fire fucking, like the...
Ashley was honorable mention this
for
episode,
sure.
I feel like. She was also giving old Ashley. It was very funny.
Nany's confessionals were good. Like, she had break the fourth wall a little bit, hearing the producer asking her real questions. Like, I think this was the Nany's episode for sure.
Matthew?
Yeah. I think when we look back at this season in 3 months when it ends, the 5-minute scene of Nany and Will be the highlight of the season. I honestly, like, as much as I hope that the rest of the season creates iconic moments, it's going to be very hard to top that, because I don't think we've had a moment that hilarious in 10 seasons. So I will say honorable mention to Will as well for the man, because he was just as much part of it as Nany was. But Nany's confessional was hilarious. Ashley was giving like vintage Ashley as well.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna just have the secret hookup and then just say fuck it, go back, do a public hookup. You're going to the bathroom for a hookup. You're doing the confessional. I think Nany makes a lot of sense here. As much as I love Ashley, it's got to be Nany, because that will go down as an all-time moment on the show.
I see, like, she's not afraid of like being asked questions about this in her confessionals. Like, these are the people that we want on the show. A lot of people were in the comments were saying like, we need to have these new threats, and like, they're bringing something. I'm like, we don't need to see these old school players anymore. And I'm like, but the new threats haven't been given you this yet. So thank you, Nany, for making the OGs have their purpose, because people are thinking that they shouldn't be called anymore. And I'm like, no, they should be. Well, that's it, guys. Do you have anything else to say about this episode?
I did think this moment was very funny when Derrick picks Adrienne and he yells, Adrienne, which is from Rocky 1. And I was like, she wouldn't even know like that reference.
She probably wasn't born. Rocky 1 was like the 80, like 80. You weren't even born, I don't think, Fanta, no?
At least I know the reference. At least I know the reference.
I wasn't saying that to shade you, but like... she had no idea that he was referring to Rocky. And so that's it. Anything else, Matthew?
No, I just really, really love this season. It's my favorite season in a long time. And I'm still super optimistic because they cast a lot of great rookies, and the vets are the vets and we know what to expect. But when you get these pleasant surprises in a group of rookies, it can make a season great. And I am happy with the work that the editors have done for the most part. Like I'd like to see like a little less daily, a little more house dynamics, but it's like at this point it's a minor complaint because the season is just so good. And in a sea of bad seasons of reality TV, it's nice to get a great season of the challenge.
Especially since Big Brother's been referring to the challenge so much, being like, we're not on the challenge, this is Big Brother. And I'm like, the challenge is even better than what you think it is.
Yeah, there's more strategy on the challenge this season than on this season of Big Brother.
Absolutely.
And last season of Survivor. Like last season of Survivor was pretty low on the strategy. It was pretty boring. It was just kind of like the core group stuck to the end. So we're coming off of like Survivor, Big Brother not having great strategic seasons. Challenge, honestly, season 40, 39, 38, it's like not great strategic seasons either. So what we're getting here is a really pleasant
well-rounded, pleasant surprise. I agree 100%.
And we are going to get the best Bachelorette season ever coming up in a few months. So
you watch The Bachelorette, Fanta?
No, I'm not.
Do you watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
I know it's I do stay, like, I don't watch all the reality shows, but I do stay up to date on all the news. So I know that What's-Her-Face is going to be the next Bachelorette. But the last season of Bachelorette I watched, I was actually thinking about this today when I was reading that news. There was this guy who was like a player in my high school, and he was on Rachel's season of The Bachelorette.
What's his name?
His name is Rob, but he got it was like very strange because he was always like such a hot shot in high school and would like invite girls over to like lingerie parties and stuff. And then we saw that he got cast on The Bachelorette and we were like, oh my God, he's going to be like such a sleaze. But it was really weird because he was like really like weird and introverted. And then he didn't even like make it past the first night.
Which Rachel?
Rachel Lindsay?
Oh, Black Rachel. Wow.
Yeah. So that was the last. I didn't even watch that whole season, but that was like the last Bachelor.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and just check and see who this guy is.
I'll send you. I'll send you a link.
I did notice Derrick or Johnny's face when Derrick picked Aviv. Do you think that he didn't want to have like in case they lost, like they just like he wanted to divide and conquer, and she wanted to just be partnered with him? Like, why do you think that she made a face?
I thought it was a smart move to pick Aviv.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why that wouldn't make any sense for the two of them to be together. They would be such easy pickings. Yeah,
so maybe she just wanted to be with somebody that like knows and likes her, or like was surprised that he picked Aviv, considering. Well, no, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get a confessional. We can hear what she has to say. Well, that's it, everybody. Are you guys promoting anything? Anything going on? Matthew?
No.
I'm talking about football quite a bit on my YouTube channel, just with a friend of mine. It's Pop Culture Piggies. If anyone likes football, we were doing a lot of that, so that's been fun. And just getting excited for some more reality TV coming up in the next few months.
Love Island Games is coming.
I'm pretty excited for that as well.
Mm-hmm. That might be a messy season because there's some messy people on it, which will be fun for sure. All right, please subscribe, guys. Like this video. And where's my banner? There she is. So yeah, leave a comment. We can keep this conversation going in there. And thanks everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. Yay! Thanks for being in the live. Oh, I have been watching Traders Ireland. It's been pretty good so far. Me likey. And obviously Survivor vs. the World has been a fun ride. Ciao, everybody. Till next week.
Bye.